In this lecture we will discuss the culture. Culture as defined by Edward Tyler is that complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, law, morals, custom and other capabilities and habit acquired by man as a member of society. Robert simplified Tyler's definition by stating, culture is the complex whole that consists of all the ways we think and do and everything we have as a member of society. McIver defines, culture is the expression of own nature in our modes of living and of thinking in our everyday intercourse in art, in literature, in religion, in recreation and enjoyments. According to Bierstadt, culture is that complex whole that consists of everything we think, do and have as members of society. Elwood defines, culture includes on the one hand the whole of man's material civilization tools, weapons, system of industry, and on the other, all the non-material or spiritual civilization such as language, literature, art, religion, morality, law and government. Now we discuss the aspects and characteristics of culture. Universality. Culture is universal. There is no society without culture. As part of the cultures there are many aspects that are found in almost all the societies. For example, the institutions like marriage and family, religion, education, polity, economy, and sports are found all over the world. Societies have developed values, norms, beliefs, and other patterns of behavior that govern the system of marriage and family. One could find such a pattern all over the world, and the same is applicable to religion, education, political behavior, economic behavior, and so on. Next aspect is variability. There is variability in the universals of culture. By looking at the institution of marriage and family one could see so much of variation in it within Pakistan, notwithstanding the differences in other societies. The arranged marriages, love marriages, exchange marriages, marriages by purchase, marriages within as well as outside the kin network, are all variations that are found in Pakistan. Then one could see the differences in wedding ceremonies all over the country. Joint families and nuclear families, single-earner families and dual-earner families, patriarchal families and egalitarian families, patrilocal families and matrilocal families are some other aspects reflecting the variability of family in Pakistani society. Similarly, one comes across variations in religion all over the world. Kingship, dictatorship, democracy, parliamentary form of democracy or presidential form, adult franchise or selective voting rights, voter age are all variations in the political systems followed by different nations. Economic systems also vary from the extremes of socialism and capitalism to any variation on the scale. Next aspect is learned. Culture is learned through the process of interaction with others. It is not inherited through the biological process. We learn to talk, to walk, and to act as our elders train us. Nature has given us the potential to talk, but we speak variety of languages, which are all created by human beings, and there is so much of variation within as well as outside Pakistan. Also, human being has the capacity to learn a variety of languages. Similarly, other ways of life, which is culture, are learned. Shared. Culture is not the property of one individual or of a group. It is shared with other members of society. You are sharing TV transmission with others, sharing a classroom with others, sharing the road with others, and sharing the knowledge with others. You are sharing culture with others because you are a social being. Next one point is transmitted. Culture does not end with the death of a person or a group. During its lifetime that individual or group tries to pass on its culture to the future generation. This is how every new crop of babies does not start from a scratch, rather they build on what they have already received. That is how culture grows, and that is how our culture becomes richer and richer. The next one point is changing. Culture is continuously changing. The patterns of behavior transmitted by one generation to another are continuously in the process of modification for catering to the changing needs of time and demands of people. New technologies are developed and are borrowed from other groups and societies. With the increase in the contact between different societies, the cultures are changing very fast and may be moving towards some kind of global culture. There is different types of culture: material and non-material culture. Material culture. Tangible parts of the culture are called material culture. The material component of culture consisting of machines, tools, books, clothing, and so on is called the material culture. Non-material culture. Intangible parts of the culture are called non-material culture. For example, norms, values, religion, magic habits, etc. Ideal culture and real culture. Ideal culture. Social patterns that are mandated by cultural values and norms. The ideal values and norms, which are prevalent in the society. Real culture. Actual social patterns, those only approximate cultural expectations. The norms and value that people actually follow. It can also be how many people follow these cultural patterns. Or how much a person observes a cultural pattern. Since this can be explained in numbers, therefore it may also be called a statistical norm.